EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Your defending NFC South champion, Carolina Panthers.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. And off we go from Charlotte. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line. And that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Third season for Caleb Williams with the Bears. Greg, the #1 overall pick in 2024, took a huge step forward a season ago.
When they hired Ben Johnson, the entire city of Chicago said, we finally have someone that's going to bring out the best in Caleb Williams. And, Mike, that's exactly what happened. That's clearly the best ball of Caleb Williams' young career. That was the talent we saw in college that led him to be the #1 overall draft pick. So they got to just continue to develop him a little bit more as an on-time passer, continue to make him play in the confines of Ben Johnson's system. But I'll tell you what, there aren't many guys in the league that have the playmaking ability at the quarterback position like Caleb Williams.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Chicago. They pitch it to Swift. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut line. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll go again with Swift. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this one incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Right to the air goes Young. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going nowhere. Might have lost the 2 yards he gained on the prior play. That means it's 3rd and long.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze was the intended receiver.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots, even though they weren't able to connect. It's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
Mike, that's a great run from Swift, and he's really found a home in this Chicago offense. He's just a great fit for Ben Johnson and the way he wants to build it. Over 1,000 yards for just the 2nd time in his career a season ago, and just kind of feels like now he's starting to find his prime.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Believe it or not, Mike, this is actually the way modern defenses are designing their system. They're trying to force offenses to go the long way. Don't give up explosives, and then try to compete for field goals in the red zone. So not only is this offense able to sustain possession and maintain the ball, but when you come away with touchdowns, it's just backbreaking for these defenses.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Panthers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return is Achan. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Offense heading back out for the Panthers, and their coordinator is Brad Idzik. His guys trail here in the first half as they're going to focus now on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They'll go again with Hubbard. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 15. It's a Carolina first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Look at play action with Young. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Second and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Young. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's taken down up past the 35. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Williams will give it to Monunga. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
On the give, here's Swift. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Jalen Phillips in on the stop.
Down at the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, it is second and 9. To throw, it's Williams. Look wide, get this one complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everything.
Wilford Burton, the intended bring up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Hunt team on, Taylor able to get it away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. As the Panthers go back out on offense, we take a look at the defensive coordinator trying to stop them. His guys with the first half lead and all going according to plan so far as they look to come up with a stop on this next drive. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's 2nd down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To throw is Young. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Rome Odunze, the first-round pick, along with the Bears offense getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Rome Odunze was the intended receiver.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
And it brings up 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. Whoa! And trying to lose an house from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. The Panthers will take their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's Tory Taylor now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest.
Here's 2nd and 2. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the third quarter begins. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the bootleg, it's Young. Here's a short one, caught by Waller. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to set up the screen here. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down. 15 yards.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Tedero McMillan in the end zone. Carolina touchdown. The first-round pick in the end zone for a Panther TD. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The extra point is good. Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Woo. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Forced out wide. He's going to run it, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On first down, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Bobby Brown, the one who brought him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's second and 6. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Monunga. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. In motion, it's Odunze. On the give, it's Swift. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On third down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Off play action, he'll set up to throw, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Young. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The punter Martin out there as he kicks it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. He finds Raymond for the completion. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. You just hand off right, hand off left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Yeah! He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They're on the toss here with Monunga, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
47-yard line.
Here's Young to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, they'll go with Monunga. The defense uses its 2nd time out here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return is Achane. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Bryce Young and the Panthers now down 13-7. 2:13 to go. They've got one timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll motion the slot man right. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. New set of downs, it's 1st and 10. Leggett in motion. On first down is Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
A 2nd down throw for Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll go right back to McMillan, complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.